Walk us through to how you got into painting and then how you got into owning your own business.
Yeah, so when I moved to Hollister, that was 2016. And Hollister, for a lot of people that don't know, when they hear Hollister, they're like surf company, like or
Yeah.
clothing company. But no, it's a small town in the Central Coast. I call it a brown town. That might sound a little racist, but that everyone calls it that. So it's a lot of hardworking Hispanic people. There's a lot of fields out there, so there's people working 16 hours in the field, bent over, picking stuff. So really a hard work ethic. But I remember my brother-in-law, he got me the job painting, and this company I was only making 12 an hour, which was the minimum wage back then. But I remember I was working like 40 plus hours and not making like any money, coming home with like a $300 paycheck a week. But I think I always had that good work ethic from before. So I always wanted to be like, go, go, go. Like I can get better and better. And so even after work, I would ask my coworkers like, hey, you got some side work? Like I'll help for free. I'm just trying to learn how to paint. So I kind of leveled up pretty quick in painting. And yeah, but I was struggling in Hollister. Like I was working a lot, but I was struggling. I couldn't provide for my family. I was living with my in-laws. Luckily we had them. And then, yeah, once I moved to Sacramento, about like 3 years in the painting, that's when I started to flourish a little bit, started doing my own thing after learning. I had to earn my stripes pretty much painting. So
That's dope. That's dope. And $300 a week out in California. God damn, that ain't
You
shit.
could buy a couple cartons of milk, bud.
Fuck.
Fucking-
Not even that. God damn.
Flush your toilet a few times a week.
man, it was a struggle, man. I didn't even have a car too. So imagine that,
Yeah.
you're trying to get to work in the morning, and when you do the construction trades, it's not just one job site you're going all across. I'm going all across the Bay Area and stuff, So I was really in the struggle, man. I mean, like I really struggled. And the people I met down there, my coworkers, because painting, it's the lower end of the construction trades. I mean, anybody can become a painter. A lot of ex-felons and people that can't get jobs do painting, So it's really hard. So I was surrounded by a lot of people that were struggling. So I heard their stories and realized where I came from. I'm like, you know what? And they're working like this. I need to work like this, if not do better. So now, luckily, I'm still in touch with a couple cool coworkers. I just try to motivate them. I'm like, hey, you should be posting like this on Facebook instead of watching posts. You should be marketing to get jobs so you can get more money. Because the painting trade, you don't make nothing unless it's your job. That's what I learned.
That's awesome that you took that experience. You hopped into this new trade, completely new to it. You seeked out as much knowledge, as much training as you can for the early years. And now you convert it into your own business to where you're hiring other people with the intention, from the sounds of it, to one day have them own their own business, to have them flourish. And there's something that I always speak about a lot. I think whenever you work at a job, you want to hire people to have an ownership mentality of the business. And I feel by like empowering them to do better, empowering them to go out and seek their own business. I feel like by doing that, you're almost feeding them, into becoming an owner, into thinking like an owner, into thinking like a business partner, which is probably helping out your business quite a lot.
Yeah, exactly. I forgot how the quote goes, but it's like you get better helping people. You get better yourself with whatever you do by helping people. But yeah, and really, I was earning my stripes, and not with the mindset, like an owner mindset, like, oh, I want to have my own company. It was more of like, I just want to raise. I want to make 14 an hour instead of 12 an hour. But once I moved to Sacramento, there was a guy that I met. He was younger than me, but he owned his own company. And I started working with him. And I remember the first day, he was like, yeah, so how I do raises is based off of goals. So let's say, okay, you don't have a car. Well, once you get a car, you'll make 16 an hour. Oh, you don't have your own house? Once you rent a house, then you'll make 20 an hour, So he was like that, already kind of helping me for no reason. And this guy ended up buying me a car, like one of my first cars. It was a little beater car, but that was my car for work, So he invested a lot into me that kind of helped me come up, and now all I could do is just pay it forward, you know? So shout out to Chance, by the way.
What a
Yeah, shout out to Chance.
That is so awesome, man. That's so rare.
Rare.
You know, from
Super
treating
rare.
someone like a cog to treating him like a brother.
Yeah,
Buying
and
an
the thing,
employee a car, and like I love the idea of that goal-oriented raise.
yeah, exactly.
That's so
Because that's
motivational.
helping someone. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
helping someone actually do more in life.